Hey, wow. Hey, before this episode starts, just want to say this was recorded a few weeks ago, and so this was way before No Way Home came out. So in case we don't make that clear in here, there are no spoilers for No Way Home. Whenever we talk about No Way Home, it's just stuff we were speculating about before the movie came out, you know? So there's no spoilers in here. While I'm recording this, I haven't even seen No Way Home, so don't worry, no spoilers. This was recorded way before. When we're talking about it, we're talking about all the rumors and stuff that came out before. Anyway, let's get to the pod. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 114th episode of the Poorly Planned Podcast. My name is Benedict. You may know me better as BHL Hudson. Here with me, as always, is my friend, co-host, and blue light glasses having youth, Frederick.
Youth. That is what they call me in the streets. The blue light having youth.
You're looking kind of funny. You have your you have that face of yours. On? No, yeah, you have the bandana. You have
and that's it. You're looking kind of strange today. You've got that's just you. Interesting.
The bandana. You got the headphones, the blue light glasses. It's a look, you know. You don't look like Freddy. It's a look. That's how I'll put it. I won't say if it's working or not. It's a look.
It's a look. You look like something. All right, I'll say it.
No, it's a beautiful look. I really love it. Anyway.
No, I love it.
Please wear this more often. How are you doing this on this delightful Monday evening?
Honestly, it's been a long, arduous day, and I'm ready for some potting.
Yeah. No, yeah. I have to say I was it's been a day of some work, and then also about an hour ago, as I started preparing for the pod an hour in advance, of course. I was asked if I wanted to go on a Ferris wheel. And I was like, you know what? What's life about if you don't just go on Ferris wheels?
If you don't just say no to that. So I said no.
So yeah, and I was slightly concerned I'd be at the top, just stuck there, and then it hits the time we're supposed to pod, and I have to, Freddy style, call you from the top of Ferris wheel and start podding from there. But
So we're on a Ferris wheel. Hello, everyone.
I bring the mic up there with me. No, yeah, it was a delightful time, and I got some ice cream in me, so I'm ready to go, man. I'm feeling podtastic. So today we're gonna be, as it is when this goes up, it will be December somethingeth. It is time to start looking towards the new year.
It is, isn't
so
it?
Today we're talking about 2022 movies, the most anticipated ones, one could argue. And by that I mean, we're going to go through the Wikipedia article. Exactly, that's the number one. The Wikipedia article listing American films coming out in 2022. Sorry to all the French films that we're going to not talk about. And we're just going to talk about if we are excited or not. And we're going to rate them on a scale from Morbius to Dune 2. Although Dune 2 will be coming in 2023.
I believe Dune 2 is just Dune.
No, that's a good point. It's just Tune.
Oh, Tune is also good.
It's pretty good.
I don't know if I like Dune more or Tune more. So
let's just go through the films coming out next year. I don't think we really need a long introduction for this one. It's just
honestly, this sounds like a delightfully straightforward pod.
Yeah. So okay, January 14th, we start out the year with a bang. And of course, we're not going to go through every film. We're just going to go through ones we might have something to say about. We are starting, of course, with Hotel Transylvania Transformania. Now, Big L here.
That's it. That's all we have to say.
That's my professional review.
Not the biggest dub right here. Moving on.
Have gotten rid of the Sandman.
I won't lie. Why would they do that?
I don't know, because everyone else, from what I can see, is returning. We've got Andy Samberg, Selena Gomez, Steve Buscemi, Keegan-Michael Key. Was he even in it before? Did they replace Sandler with Keegan-Michael Key? Because that would be a crime against Key.
That'd be so much more expensive.
So this one they all turn into humans. Let's not even do this one. I just think missed opportunity. They didn't spell the title Hotel Transformania like with a 4, like Transformania, because it's the fourth one.
See, I thought they did that, and that's why it was funny.
So,
I see.
Even bigger. This is the biggest L of a film ever created. After, of course.
Why? So why do we know why Sandman's not in it?
Probably money. They wanted to give him too much, and I was like, it'll get to my head.
No, this. I need to be humbled.
I don't deserve it. I'm a humble king. That's what he wrote at the bottom of the
Words contract. I cannot imagine Adam Sandler saying. Please, I don't deserve this much money. I'm a humble king.
I dropped this. Draws a crown.
Draws crown, puts it on himself.
So yeah, anyway, on a scale of Morbius to Dune 2, which isn't even coming out next year, where were we landing on Hotel Transformania?
I won't lie, I haven't seen any of the other Hotel Transformanias apart
Really?
from...
Those seem like the ones,
first,
apart from 1, 2, and 3.
Apart from all the other ones. I've only seen the first one, I think.
Same, and I don't remember anything about it, and I don't care. 0 Morbiuses.
Yeah, I've got no Morbius hype for this one.
Next up, Scream. What I will do when I
Scream.
see the lack of
Morbius.
Sandler.
When I see Morbius.
It's a remake of the movie Scream. It's a remake of the movie
like-
Jurassic Park. Should be a good one.
It's just Dr. Grant screaming.
Do you give a about Scream movies? I don't. Personally.
I've never seen a Scream movie. It doesn't seem like the worst slasher. And I'd be down for watching it, but... 0 Morbiuses.
Fair. We have Deep Water, starring Ben Affleck and Ana de Armas, and your boy Rod. I have no idea what this is, but based on that cast.
I imagine the article says exactly that. We've got Ben Affleck, Ana de Armas, and your boy Rod.
And the absolute buddy that is Buddy.
Yeah.
A married couple who have fallen out of love with each other begin playing deadly mind
Meet
games
your boy Rod.
against one another that begin seeing those around them dying. So I guess it's a thriller.
Ooh. I like Anna.
Sure.
She's cool.
I like Ben. They were dating briefly, weren't they? And then they weren't anymore.
Were they?
So that's gonna be an awkward press run. #yikes.
Hashtag yoinkers, Ben.
I should write like terrible tabloid articles, shouldn't I? I'd be good at that. That's gonna be a bit of a weird press run. That one, the weird interviews. #yikes.
Hashtag pray for Ben, eh?
So anyway, cool. Fine. Okay.
Fine.
Big win.
I don't care.
Well, then, speaking of an actually big win, we do have Operation Fortune, Ruse de Guerre.
I won't lie, I have no clue what's going on, guys. I think he might be
just gone insane.
he might be going insane. He might be having a small stroke.
Ruse de Guerre. It is, in fact, the latest Guy Ritchie film starring Jason Statham, Bugsy Malone, and Hugh Grant.
What's the title?
It's in French, so it's Operation Fortune Ruse de Guerre, which means something of war.
I still think he's on something. I still don't know what's going on.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you what it means. I took French for several years, and somehow it's failed me. But
I won't lie, Bugsy Malone seems like the last person who'd ever be able to speak French. The name Bugsy Malone doesn't scream français to me.
As opposed to Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant.
I feel like when he
Richie.
when he approaches people, just my name's Hugh Grant, but you can call me Hugh Grant.
Just make it sound even more dumb. My name's Hugh Grant, but you can call me Hugh Grant.
Anyway, it's about a super spy, Orson Fortune, and his team of top operatives recruit Hollywood's biggest movie star, Danny Francesco, who I assume will be played by Bugsy Malone, to help them on an undercover mission to stop billionaire arms dealer Greg Simmons, who also will be played by Bugsy Malone.
Selling it's a Bugsy Malone, just only Bugsy Malone.
Deadly new weapons.
Wigs.
So it's basically a spy movie.
I assume the deadly weapon is also Bugsy Malone.
So Jason Statham will be the spy. Hugh Grant will be the villain. Aubrey Plaza's in it too. So yeah, cool. I'm really excited for that. Actually, I'd give that like probably 7.5 Morbiuses, because it's, Ritchie and it's a spy film. Two of my favorite things.
And it's got Bugsy. And the last Ritchie movie that had Bugsy
was really good.
Very good.
And the last Ritchie movie that didn't have Bugsy, trash. So
very bad.
Here we are. Then on January 28th, we come to a movie you probably haven't heard of. It's a bit underground. Morbius.
Oh no, goodness. Not the most emo underground thing ever. Morbius. Honestly, I'm really excited for Morbius.
You baffle me as a human being.
I was excited decently for it, unrelated to the Morbius. It's just, you're just so beautiful.
I'm just looking at you. God, what did this man do?
What happened here?
What childhood trauma are we looking that created this mess?
This has got to be a series of many, many unfortunate events. I won't lie, I was decently excited for it because I'm a big Leto man. In that I'm a fan of him. But after the hype that's been built around the pod and the Morbius news, I've built this image in my head that I just have to see this movie.
I mean, I'll probably see it, but it's like, but I won't like it. That's for sure.
I guess I'll watch it.
I guess I'll drag myself to the cinema all on my own.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this a solo trip kind of thing?
No, hell no. Absolutely will not subject myself to it.
Hell no. That's only the biopics.
I mean, I can't believe you became more excited for this the more you saw from it, because everything I've seen from it looks worse and worse. It looks.
I've not seen any more from it than when we saw it, like in the.
Yeah, no, but you were saying like, oh, I was decently excited for it just based on the Leto, and then you were like, but now I'm more excited for it. It's like, how could you be?
I'm only more excited because we keep talking about it.
Okay, that's fair. Bit of a Stockholm syndrome effect here. I feel like it looks like Venom, but not even as interesting as Venom. Like, it looks like generic superhero Sony movie, bad effects, probably a bad third act. Boring, and it does have Tyrese in it, Blanta. So.
Oh, okay. I'm less excited all of a sudden.
And also Michael Keaton, because it's a shared universe with the MCU or something. So, yeah, because Sony just doesn't care. Like they'll do anything. But now we're getting the multiverse together, so it all makes sense. Whatever.
The multiverse is the biggest excuse to be able to bullshit anything.
Yeah, but I'll go with it.
But I'm here for the bullshit.
Because wait, before that, all these movies were very logical and made 100%. Real life.
They were very scientifically accurate, I'd say.
On the same day, so clearly Morbius is going to get buried by this, we do have The Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild, starring Simon Pegg, which I assume will be about the character of Manny.
What? Again, I'm lost in whatever's going on here.
But this one's pretty simple. It's in actual English, you buffoon.
Simon Pegg.
In The Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild. It's an Ice Age movie.
Do we get Sid?
No, it's about Buck Wild. God.
Do we get Sid from Ice Age? Does Simon Pegg play Sid? Be honest.
He plays Buck.
Yeah, okay, be honest with me.
Yes.
Is Buck Wild Sid?
Yes, he plays Sid.
Okay, then I'll watch it. Morbius.
Okay. You can't sue me for that misinformation, by the way, for that slander against this movie. Anyway, February 4th, we have a trio of, I would argue, Oscar contenders. Moonfall, the latest, what's his name? Roland Emmerich, who's the guy who does all the disaster movies, like Gerard Butler's trying to stop the weather from f***ing up the earth. Remember that one?
The weather from f***ing...
Geostorm,
a classic Gerard Monday morning.
So it's another, disaster movie. It looks whatever. It's about the moon crashing into Earth. Cool. We have The Black Phone, where Ethan Hawke is some weird serial murderer or something. I just remember this amused me because there was some post that was like, some post announcing the movie, and it made it sound like they were talking about Ethan Hawke, the actor. It was like, Ethan Hawke in The Black Phone kidnaps children in his basement, and I feel like they didn't distinguish between the character. They
didn't make it clear that it's not the actual Ethan Hawke.
Yeah. So I have a weird.
He really went method acting for this one, committing several crimes.
But it looks really bad though. Besides that kind of funny meme, it looks like a really bad horror movie, or maybe a good horror movie. But I don't like horror movies because I'm a little baby bitch man. And then we also have Jackass Forever, the latest Jackass film.
I'm a little baby bitch man. Jackass Forever. Now that is a movie that I am pumped for.
Well, I'm pumped for the Francis Ngannou dick destruction scene. I didn't mean it like that, but I totally meant it like that.
I'm pumped for the Francis Ngannou dick destruction scene.
God, there's so many ways you can interpret that.
Yeah. Too many.
No,
the fact that you're getting pumped for it is one of them.
The scene where Francis Ngannou punches a man's nutsack, presumably off. So I'm really excited for that.
If he doesn't slap it off and flies 20 meters, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Flies directly into camera. So yeah, we totally dropped the Morbius thing. So how are you feeling about Jackass nuts?
I won't lie. I've seen one Jackass movie, and it's really not my kind of cinema. I will not lie to you.
God, I've never heard you sound more like a film student. I've seen one Jackass film, and it's really not my kind of cinema. God.
I will watch it for the Francis Ngannou's dick destruction, but other than that...
Yeah,
but other than that, I'm not looking forward to it.
I think honestly, yeah, I'm not really. I've seen like the odd thing on YouTube, but I'm not really that familiar with them. So I think I'd watch some clips on YouTube. I probably wouldn't watch the full film. So I'll give it 4 Morbiuses.
I'll give it a 3.5 Morbiuses.
I'll give it 2 for the number of balls that Francis Ngannou is gonna punch off a man. Well, speaking of testicles, we have Death on the Nile.
Speaking of movies led by a massive testicle.
The
greatest detective in the world is back.
Yeah. My name is
I reckon Hercule Poirot probably has the exact same stash for his pubes.
This plot's gone so off the rails really quickly. But I really see it, though.
But I absolutely concur.
But Loki, I want to Photoshop an image of that.
You don't need to Photoshop. You just need to pants him.
You just need the picture. So I'm pretty excited for this. I mean, it feels like it's been coming for a while.
Yeah.
But for the meme of like, because the first Murder on the Orient Express was such a pivotal film for the pod. It's actually
and for our friendship. Honestly, it's kind of
very true. And it's also, by the way, fun thing that I realized the other day because I got like a Snapchat memory. It's where we started saying like sneaky, like a sneaky gad or something, because there was an article that said Murder on the Orient Express is sneakily making a lot of money, and I think I just captioned it like sneaky gad, and so that's where that originated from. So oh, by the way, also I just want to say real quick, we were watching a clip from some very famous and like prestigious film in film class today. It's like a black and white movie with Humphrey Bogart. I can't remember what it was, and it's like a romantic scene with him and a woman, and they're kind of flirting and kissing, and he says something, and she just goes, "You big stinker," and then she just Frenches him, and I burst out laughing. I mean, I didn't burst out laughing, but I did chuckle to myself.
All right, fine. I was very serious taking notes of the entire thing.
All right, fine. I would never make fun of the art of cinema, but I just thought that was a very strange thing to say to a man before you kiss him.
You big stinker.
Anyway, Death on the Nile.
That's quite weird.
We have Branagh, we have Annette Bening, Russell Brand, Gal Gadot, Armie Hammer, Rose Leslie, Emma McKay, Sophie Okonedo, Jennifer Saunders, and Letitia Wright.
You get increasingly confused as you read those names.
So
Kenneth
big cast.
Branagh. Big cast.
Kenneth Branagh?
Who is this? Kenneth Branagh.
So big cast. It looked fun from the trailer. It looked like more of the good mystery solving fun stuff. Help!
What's going on?
Kenneth.
Branagh.
Yeah. What are you feeling on Death of the Nile?
Honestly, Are you
What
hearing
the f-
my
is
flatness?
happening?
Let me quickly close my door.
Your door's been open this whole time?
No, but it's not fully shut, I guess.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'm digging the jacket. By the way, is this? Well, clearly it's custom. I was about to say, is it custom? It has FDK on it, so it'd be kind of funny.
I saw it in the store, and I was like, I must have it.
Very nice.
It is a new jacket. Little frisbee thing.
Oh, very nice.
Less nice.
So yeah, what are you feeling on Death of the Nile? Death on the Nile.
Honestly, I'm very, very excited for it. Like, just it's one of those movies. It's not going to be an Oscar-worthy thing, but it's something we very much enjoy, and it's been hyped up from the previous Poirot experience. So I'll give it I don't know. Let's see, like a 7.5 Morbius.
That's pretty. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I think it'll be good on, like the first one. It'll be good on a meme level, but then also pretty good on just its own independent level.
Just a good watch, anyways.
Then we have Marry Me. A question I have for you.
Morbius.
It's the ultimate get out of jail free card.
Because it's so ambiguous.
It
just pleases everyone.
I saw the trailer for this the other day. It's a romantic comedy where it was such a weird premise, but it kind of looked almost kind of decent. So like Jennifer Lopez is like this big celebrity, and then Owen Wilson is in the audience of like her show. And then because she wants to do something spontaneous, she asks someone random in the audience to marry her, which turns out to be Owen Wilson. But then they like actually start falling in love.
And she immediately wants to backtrack. All right, I'm gonna just pull a number out of a hat. Never mind. Scratch that.
It looks bizarre, but it looks kind of fun, And it has a nutty.
I really like Owen Wilson. What's he been in lately?
Loki.
All right, yeah.
Boo.
Wait, what's his name in that?
Tom Hiddleston.
Morbius. Oh,
sorry. His name is actually Mobius.
But close enough.
No, yeah, I see where you got it. So yeah, I would give that 100 billion. Mobius is right on the nose. Then on February...
Don't have to make fun of his crooked fat nose.
I didn't even mean it like that. I may.
But now that you say it, spot on.
Him and I are nose bros. We're both disgusting abominations.
I didn't mean anything bad by it. I just meant that he and I are both disgusting human beings that no one could ever love.
Then we have on February 18th, Uncharted. Featuring Tom Holland and
Marky Moo's Burgers.
And Marky Moo's big old buns.
That sounds strange.
Sorry, yeah, no, I made it worse.
Marky Moo's big old fat cheeks.
You're like, yeah, and Mark Wall Burgers, am I right? Yeah, Mark Wall ass. It's probably going to be bad. Like, it's a video game movie. It probably will not be
a very good movie,
but it's also,
I'm excited for it.
It looked kind of fun. I love an adventure, an Indiana Jones type thing with some charismatic people in it. Someone could argue that Mark Wahlberg qualifies as such.
So we got Tom Holland, and I guess maybe some of the other cast members. Mark Wahlberg's there.
I'm kind of excited for it. I'm not going to lie. I'll give that six Morbiuses out of 8 Owen Wilson's nostrils.
Oh, God. Big cavernous abysses.
Then we have Ambulance, the new Michael Bay movie, where Jake Gyllenhaal is a bank robber and ends up in an ambulance with Aquaman's worst enemy, and they chased by police and get blow up. It's a Michael Bay movie.
I feel like it's definitely something that Gyllenhaal would do. He'd try to rob a bank and just wake up in an ambulance.
It looks whatever. But now a big one that we can talk about for a long period of time. Dog. Also on February 18th.
What? And, what is Dog?
I can't lie to you. It literally physically makes me uncomfortable to do so. It genuinely looks really quite wholesome. It's okay. It sounds like a terrible premise when I say it.
No. I'm open-minded here.
It's Channing Tatum, and he has to.
I will not watch this.
He has to take care of this dog who's like a really bad dog, and it likes to rip up the car and the furniture and stuff, but then they learn to love each other and have a beautiful adventure and learn about friendship and all this. And it sounds like a terrible movie that comes on TV, but I saw the trailer and I was like, you know what? That looks kind of really wholesome. So you know what? I'm kind of...
I bet Potato is going to get mauled at the end of it.
I would love the build-up of they slowly form this friendship.
So he wakes up and he just gets absolutely throttled by it.
It's just the Revenant bear scene, but with this big dog and Tatum. But with this big dog and the dog Tatum's taking care of. It's just Tatum mauling the dog like the bear from the Revenant.
Tatum wakes up, is macho hungry, decides to go on the hunt, and just kills his best friend with his teeth.
God, I feel like Tatum often wakes up and is macho hungry and goes for a hunt.
Just imagine the scenes. The dog is sleeping peacefully in its little bed. Tatum just sits upright in his duck pajamas. And he is famished.
He just sniffs.
The scent of anything organic will make him just feral.
We've turned what I thought looked like one of the most wholesome movies into just a horrible nightmare of a feral potato. Oh my god.
Imagine him running around in his slippies trying to catch the dog. Just frothing at the mouth.
He's on all fours. The dog is on 2 legs.
Ultimate Shyamalan twist. The dog takes off the mask. It's Jake Gyllenhaal in an ambulance.
They kiss passionately.
Tatum stays Tatum. Oh my god. Imagine that. You big stinker. Oh dear God.
Oh my God. Well, yeah. So anyway, I thought that looked really good.
We just made a fanfic for the movie Dog. The most anticipated movie of this millennia.
Also, yeah, I just love the creativity of like, okay, we have this movie where Channing Tatum befriends this dog. What should we call it? I feel like it was Potatum who just raised his hand. Dog.
So there's a movie, and there's two dog-looking things in it. What should we call it?
So, there's a movie.
Doggy.
There's a movie where this dog is raised by an absolute hound in his own right. Which should we name it?
Marmaduke 2.
Garfield.
I know you said Garfield, but I did hear Nardfield.
Also, so unfortunate that we've legitimately spent the most time on the movie Dog of all of these. Jesus. Okay. Next up, on February 25th, we have The Outfit.
Like how you had to specify on the movie Dog.
Not just on the concept of a canine. So we have the
That is definitely... I'm sorry. I keep cutting you off, but that is definitely the title of Channing's book, The Concept of a Canine.
It's a very gruesome autobiography. Jesus. Yeah, we're going to skip The Outfit. I don't give a about that movie. It looked really boring. Sorry.
Let's stay on the dog movie.
Let's cut that out to make some more time for the dog. Sorry, just dog. I'm sure The Outfit will be fine, I guess. Then on March 4th, we have, potentially, besides Dog, my most anticipated movie of next year, The Patman.
Right, please. The proper title.
I mean...
The Patman.
Sorry, I still have a mental image of Channing Tatum on all fours chasing a dog on its hind legs. This is a very, very visceral image.
The dog just looks so worried.
Oh, Jesus. So, The Batman. I mean, there isn't much more to say that we haven't said already, but it looks really incredible.
But it looks truly majestic.
I shouldn't have opened with Dog. I should have saved that for the end.
I shouldn't have pulled my trump card so early.
Jesus.
Okay. We need to reset.
So,
all right,
The Patman, Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz, Paul Dano, Jeffrey Wright, John Turturro, and others. Colin Farrell, Andy Serkis. Yeah, I mean, visually, it looks pretty incredible. It looks like... Mm-hmm. It has a feel about it of like this big kind of event movie. Sort of, I mean, obvious similarity, but like with The Dark Knight. Like, it feels like kind of like a prestigious superhero movie. Like, kind of one of those bigger ones. It looks visually stunning. I feel like it's going to have a very grand story to it with like this detective noir kind of feel. Like...
Yeah, I think Patman will be very, very good for the role.
Yeah, he looks like a good choice, and I'm digging the world they're kind of setting this in, and cool action. Mm-hmm. Batman just absolutely pulping people as you'd love to see. No, it looks great. Wouldn't you say?
I would say I'm gonna give this one a 9 out of 10 Morbiuses.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
Yeah, I'm feeling 9 Morbiuses on this one as well.
Morbiuses.
Then on March 11th, we have Turning Red, the new Pixar movie about like puberty analogy, kind of, where it's there was a trailer for this recently. It's like a young girl, and then whenever she feels strong emotions, she turns into this giant red panda.
Oh, she turns into a giant red panda, right?
And it's kind of an analogy for, growing up in puberty and all the emotions that come with that. And it looks okay. Mm-hmm. I have to say I was kind of more interested in it before I saw the trailer, because the trailer looks kind of, I don't know, more generic kids movie than I was sort of expecting from such like kind of an interesting, like weird premise. So,
but yeah, I mean, I'll end up watching it.
Pixar, it's usually all good stuff from Pixar, so Yeah, pretty Morbius on that one.
A pretty Morbius is what I give that one.
I assume we don't.
Is there any other kind of Morbius?
We don't have much to say about the Downton Abbey sequel or the Lost City, whatever that is. Although it does star Daniel Radcliffe in some part, so... And Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock. Jesus. Okay, we do need to talk about the Lost City.
Oh my god. Is this the Lost City of Sea?
No, it's a adventure comedy film. Cool.
Ah.
Whatever. Then we have... Ooh, this one I've heard about. I don't think we've seen anything from, but it's Bullet Train, and it's so it's directed by David Leitch, who directed
or David, you with all my possessions and money.
David Frederick to the Poorly Planned Podcast, who I believe is the director of John Wick, or one of the directors of John Wick and Atomic Blonde. So it's his next film, and it's an action thriller starring Brad Pitt and Zazie Beetz and Michael Shannon, Logan Lerman, Sandra Bullock.
Who is Zazie Beetz?
Zazie Beetz, she's Domino from Deadpool 2.
Okay.
So the premise, 5 assassins find themselves on a Japanese bullet train, realizing that their individual assignments are all interconnected. That sounds pretty cool, you know.
You know what? That actually sounds really, really good.
So, Bullet Train, Brad Pitt, assassin action man. Pretty epic. It has your boy Fastos from the Eternals in it. Let's go.
Fastos? Who's that?
The guy who built stuff.
Ah. Okay. If there's no Gilgamesh, I'll be upset.
So yeah, good stuff right there. Then on the same day, April 8th, we have Sonic the Hedgehog 2nd.
Okay. So I see. No, I saw Sonic the Hedgehog 1.
Oh, what'd you think?
Not awful.
Yeah.
Not awful, honestly. I think like not the best, obviously. I think I preferred Detective Pikachu over it, but it wasn't a total flop, I don't think.
Was it similar
they're
vibes?
Introducing similar vibes, and they're introducing Tails now.
Yeah, well, and Knuckles featuring Idris Elba. Yummy. And yeah, I
like.
You were a fan of the nutty Jim Carrey in that?
I have to say, I do love myself a nutty Jim Carrey. He was certainly nutty in it.
Honestly, there's not many other kinds of Jim Carrey. There's either like super serious artsy Jim Carrey or extreme nuttery Carreyman. So are you excited for that? I'm indifferent, but if you've seen the first one.
It's not. There are things I'm more hyped for, I'll say.
Really?
I have a lot of options when it comes to the cinema. But
when it comes to Sonic the Hedgehog sequel films.
But I will watch with enjoyment and excitement.
Fair. All right.
6.5 Morbiuses.
Then we have the Northman, which is the new Robert Eggers, more like Robert Bacon-ers.
Oh, nice. That was good.
But he directed The Witch and The Lighthouse. So, kind of
I still really want to watch The Lighthouse.
You should. It's very good and very strange. And, Defoe. Is he Defriend or is he Defoe? Only time will tell. This one actually stars Defoe and Ethan Hawke and Nicole Kidman, Anya Taylor-Joy, Bjork, and Alexander Skarsgård.
Bjork?
God, I saw Bjork in a movie for film class called Dancer in the Dark, and it was one of the worst movies I've ever seen, so I instantly have a vomit effect.
Big hate towards Bjork.
I don't have a hate towards Bjork, but that was not a good movie. Then a big movie, though, April 15th, Fantastical Beasticles, The Secrets of Jude Law.
The Testicles. Oh, okay.
Testicles. Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore, the third Fantastic Beasts film, starring, of course, Eddie Redmayne, Catherine Waterston, Dan Fogler, Ezra Miller, Jude Law, and Mez Morbius. So,
Morbius Mickelson.
Kind of crazy this is coming out so soon. I actually hadn't even, believe it or not, I don't think too much about the Fantastic Beasts films, so I hadn't really thought about that.
I don't believe it. I will believe not.
The last one was really poor and not good.
Yeah.
So
we saw it together. I still have not seen the first one.
Worst Woody, by far.
Johnny Depp's out.
Yeah. So, I know you're upset about that, but Mess Mikkelsen, if they had to find a replacement, kind of a good choice.
I think it's not a bad choice. I will say that.
And I think this one probably could be better. Like, I think they might have learned from the last movie and the reception it got that you shouldn't just have a boring exposition nothing movie, and you should do like
You
movie
should add
interesting
some Mads
things.
Mikkelsen.
And yeah, I mean, it could have more Dumbledore stuff because he was the best part of the last film. More stuff.
He wasn't even in the last one that much, was he?
Yeah, which is why it was not a good movie because he was the best part of it and he was in it for like 5 minutes. So more Jude Law Dumbledore, even more Eddie Redmayne. I feel like that movie just got bogged down so much in like, I was on this boat that was sinking and then I pushed a baby into the water or whatever. And I was like, I don't care about any of you. Shut up.
I don't care. And then, there's a bunch of like random side characters who suddenly mattered. But
so like,
did they really matter to us? Is the question.
A team up between like Redmayne and Jude Law against Mads Mikkelsen, Magic World Dumbledore Origins. That's a movie I want to see.
That is something I want to see.
I don't really know how the beasts are going to play into this. Like, are we still on this beast thing? You could just name it something else. Like, there aren't really beasts.
You could just name it Dumbledore versus Mikkelsen.
I've watched the out of that. So yeah, I mean, even though
I've watched that on repeat.
I didn't really like the last movie. I'm a big Harry Potter fan, so I'll still give this one a 7 Morbiuses, I suppose.
I'm getting through the Harry Potter movies, and I'm slowly getting to come to realize the world that it is, and I don't hate it.
You looked down in shame when you said that, and
it's because my mother called me probably to tell me off for saying that.
Fair enough. Well, hey, there you go. You can be all caught up and super excited for Fantastical Beasticles. Getting the
Mysticals.
There you go. Get in the Mysticals. What a horrible threat.
Yo, get in my Mysticals is what Channing says to the dog.
Then April 22nd, we have The Bad Guys. I don't know what this is, but it does star Sam Rockwell, so big excitement on that one. Oh, it's a computer-animated crime comedy film. That is not exciting.
Okay.
All right, well, anyway. Then we have, on May 6th, another one of my most anticipated of next year, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
That I am also very excited for.
I mean, we got Sam Raimi directing of Spider-Man fame and other things.
Sam Malik.
Very good. We have
Go on.
Cumberbatch, obviously. It'd be kind of weird if he wasn't in it. We have Wong making his, 50,000th appearance. He's becoming the new, like, Phil Coulson, where he's just, like, in all the movies. And I'm very much here for it.
Yeah, but in a more memey way.
I feel like we need to get through Spider-Man first to, like, kind of get where this universe is going now. But this one, depending on what they open up there, they're saying that this one will introduce or have the original X-Men appearing. We could get a Hugh Jackman cameo after we get, probably the...
Do you think that we'll get a Hugh Jackman cameo?
I don't think it's unlikely. Like, if we're also getting Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, I think they might do it. We might even get a Yoan Grufford cameo. That's what I'm really rooting for. Forget Tobey Maguire. Forget Hugh Jackman. I'm here for the Grufford cameo.
Grufford.
We're going to have also Elizabeth Olsen in there. It's going to probably have Loki in it in some extent. So it's probably going to be like a bunch of MCU cameos. It's going to be craziness. I'm really excited for it. I'm curious to see what
I am very excited
is going
for it
on.
as well, honestly.
And yeah, just like fully commit to this like weird insanity of the multiverse. I'm very much here for it. Yeah.
How long do you think the Marvel Cinematic Universe will go on for?
Forever, literally until we're bones in the ground.
Weirdly poetic. I like it.
Yeah. So until 2026.
So about six more weeks.
Yeah. Let's hope this doesn't age poorly. Let's hope we actually die in 6 weeks.
Let's hope we did not predict that wrong, eh? That'd be embarrassing.
We have... God, knocking on wood here. And yeah, also Chiwetel Ejiofor coming back. So, yeah, I'm excited to see... Again, it's kind of hard to say anything about it because we know so little and, like, we kind of got to see what happens in Spider-Man. But I'm excited for a bit of multiverse craziness, It's kind of confusing at times and sort of seems like they're just kind of getting away with everything. Like, Loki sort of devolved into, like, the multiverse is this blah, 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 blah. I'm like, enough exposition, please. But... if they're just kind of going all out, I think I'm really excited. So I'll give that 9 Morbiuses, bro.
No, you wouldn't.
Then we have, and we're going to have to speed around these because I realize we're at 40 minutes. We have DC League of Superpets starring Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart and John Krasinski, where Dwayne Johnson plays, appropriately, Dog Superman.
Oh, right. Dog.
And then he goes on, it's basically The Secret Life of Pets if it was set in the DC world.
If they were the Avengers, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Cool. We have Top Gun Maverick, Revenge of Goose. Just imagine. Just
Top Gun
imagine
Maverick.
that corpse coming out of the ground.
Imagine the absolute scenes.
Get in, lads. I mean, this is one of those where it's not the movie's fault, but it's just been pushed so much that I don't really care anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of like what was that one X-Men movie called? With Arya Stark as a wolf.
Yeah, I'm sad.
Yeah,
in the
you know the
school,
one.
the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like it looked good though from the trailer. Like objectively taking away all that stuff.
Fun.
It looked cool and like the visuals looked very good and it's sort of a bit of that kind of I don't want to say sad, but like they keep bringing up these old properties and it's like look, you're an old you're not who you used to be, Maverick or whatever, and it's like
you're not who you used to be, Goosh. You're dead.
you literally are not who you used to be because you are a corpse in the ground.
Lol.
But John Hamm, Ed Harris, Val Kilmer apparently, Iceman. So yeah.
Do you reckon it'll just be like an extended version or cut of Goose's funeral?
Of Goose's life slowly draining from his body. Just a close up of his eyes.
Just like 200 times slow-mo of Goose slowly getting concussions and dying.
It's so dark. Just like a slow-mo guy's video, but just Goose crashing towards the earth or however he died. I can't remember. Sorry. It's fine because he's a fictional character,
It's fine because it's funny because he's a goose and he couldn't fly.
Yeah, so, cool. Good for that movie. 2.5 out of 5. Goose.
Yeah.
Then, May 27th, we do have John Wick Chapter 4.
Ooh. I'm excited.
Pretty excited.
I think it's... I honestly think it's one of the best action franchises there are. But, like, just with the actual practical action in it. And also, it's kept a very solid record so far in all three of them, no?
Yeah, it's been pretty consistent. I wasn't crazy about 3. Like, I thought the action was the best of this trilogy, but I thought the story was the worst. But I think overall they have kept it pretty consistently entertaining. Obviously, the action, which is the most important part, is amazing. The world, even though they got a little bogged down in the latest one, is really interesting and fun.
Yeah.
And I'm down for a bit of a Wick Fishburne team up on like the assassin world.
They've done it in the Matrix. Why not do it in the assassin world?
Yeah. So yeah, very excited to see some more John Wick murdering people with various animals. Maybe even another dog.
Maybe even Channing Tatum as dog. I'm gonna give this, if Channing Tatum's in it, 8.5 Morbiuses. If not, 8 Morbiuses.
Fair enough. I concur. June 10th, we got Jurassic World 3 Dominion. Jurassic World all up in the real world. Because all the Jurassics got out at the end of the last one.
Damn, that title does not roll off the tongue.
So, yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. I'm more excited for this than I was for the last one, because...
I've not seen the last one yet.
It's not great. It's... Half of it
I just know that big boy, whatever the new dinosaur is called.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Wilson Fisk.
Half of it was on an island that was exploding, and then the other half was like a haunted house, and it was not very good. But this one, I'm excited because it's, they've done all the island stuff, and they've done a little bit of like dinosaurs in the real world, but they haven't really fully committed to it. And they put out a little preview recently where it was like a dinosaur at a drive-in movie or something. A dinosaur was the T-Rex, and so it, we're gonna get some more Goldblum as well. I'm
excited for some Goldblum.
And also the others, Sam Neill, Laura Dern's coming back as well. So I'm kind of excited for it. I'm curious to see, something a little different now. Like, we're off the island. We're off with this, like, why did we bring them back? Like, philosophy, whatever. It's like, now it's just dinosaurs ripping through people. I don't think it'll be, like, very, intellectual, one could say. But that's not really what the Jurassic World movies, at the very least, have been about. Like, the first Jurassic Park was a very fun blockbuster and had some, like, interesting ideas as well.
Some proper, like, exactly. But
these
now
ones...
it's just kind of like, I'm Chris Pratt. I'm going to run from a dinosaur.
Yeah. And, like,
I also love blue.
The color. Also, at the end of the first one, like, the best part of the movie was when a T-Rex teamed up with a raptor to fight a big dinosaur and then a giant fish thing. But, it's not... We're not here for the intellectualness. We're here for the big dinosaur fishmen.
We go to the lighthouse for that.
Then we have Lightyear. Talked about this a little bit. The Buzz Lightyear kind of prequel, spin-off, whatever, where it's like the guy in the Pixar world who the toy Buzz Lightyear was based on. Basically, Pixar's space adventure with Chris Evans. Fine. Okay. I guess look kind of cool.
Okay. I'll go for it.
We do have an Elvis biopic coming out, so I'll be seeing that one solo.
I'll be watching that one a la one.
Sure.
Elvis?
Do you know who
interesting dude?
Austin Butler is? Because he is going to be playing Elvis.
Austin Butler.
Not familiar, personally. He does look like Elvis, though.
know.
I'm looking at a picture here. He does look like him, so good choice. And also Tom Hanks.
We've got to code Elvis. Code Elvis. I repeat, we've got to code Elvis.
Then we have, I'm only mentioning this for a very specific reason, a film called Where the Crawdads Sing.
Okay.
Couldn't tell you what it is.
I appreciate your reason for it.
All I can say is Crawdaddy.
Daddy.
And I hope it's not about some horrible murder or something.
Where the Crawdads at? It's going to be like some genocide.
Yeah, so hopefully not.
I'm mentioning this for one reason, not to pay respect to the cultures and the families that lost their loved ones. But because I love Winston Duke on a boat. Crawdaddy.
July 1st, I realize I totally just we are not consistent at all with what we say the date for and what we give a rating for. But anyway, we have July 1st, we have Minions 2, The Rise of Gru. God. Who cares?
Honestly, who does care? Have they not milked this cow enough?
I mean, the first Minions was...
The others are going bleak.
I feel like that's something... just in random context, you say that very often. Have you not milked this cow enough?
In literal context, as they're standing there just milking a cow. Please.
Yeah, I mean, the first Minions movie came out, when I was 13, I'm pretty sure, I'm
now a big boy. I'll be 20 by the time this comes out.
I don't know.
Wake up.
I loved the Despicable Me movies, the first two when I was a kid. I didn't really have much love for Minions, and I don't really care. Do you?
I can't lie. I don't give a shit.
I'm a fucking adult. July 8th, though, we do have Thor: Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder. I'm excited for this as well.
Yeah, we got Waititi back. It's going to be apparently even crazier and weirder than Ragnarok. I'm very much here for it. It's like...
So, but Thor's going to be in the Guardians one as
no,
well?
So the Guardians are going to be in this, very briefly.
I
think they're going to show up at the start. They're going to drop them off somewhere. And it's also going to have Christian Bale as the villain. We're getting back Sif. The Grandmaster's coming back. Natalie Portman is coming back as Lady Thor, or just Thor. I guess is her name not Lady Thor. I'm sorry, I don't know.
But wait, Chris Hemsworth is still Thor, though, right?
Yeah, but then she's also going to get the powers of Thor. Exciting stuff. So I can tell you're very excited based on that sound effect.
Yeah, I don't know how that'll work out, but okay.
Yeah, but I'm excited for more crazy, colors and 80s kind of vibe and, synth music and, I don't know.
And Goldblum.
That went without saying with the 80s in colors and synth vibes. Should be fun. Yeah, Thor Ragnarok was really fun.
We're here for it.
Might be Chris Hemsworth's last one. That's not based on anything, but I'm just guessing considering all the other Avengers are kind of wrapping it up. And they're setting up the new Thor in this. But also, I don't think Natalie Portman would stick around for a bunch of movies, so who knows? But, I'm excited. Then I think we are going to have to speed around a bunch of these because we are currently in July. So we're gonna do one of our classic speed rounds of all the movies that people actually wanted to hear us talk about, and we're gonna go through them very briefly. Well then, super excited for this one, Nope, which is the new Jordan Peele Daniel Kaluuya film.
Ooh.
So
are we talking horror again, or what?
We are.
What are we expecting?
Yeah, a new terror. The poster says a new terror from the mind of Jordan Peele. And the poster's a very ominous cloud over this mountain town with a kite string from it. Very excited for this, It's a Peele film, horror film. He's a good
Kaluuya's great.
Kaluuya. Let's go. We have July 29th, Black Adam. Dwayne just melting people into skeletons. We have Brosnan in there. Dwayne is a bit of a...
As the skeleton?
Dwayne, no makeup needed. Sorry, that was me. Dwayne as a bit of an anti-hero. Let's go. Not the best dude. I'm excited. Should be good. August, there is literally nothing here that I care about. Cool. September, we have Puss in Boots, The Last Wish.
Puss?
The final Puss.
Puss in Boots, the final pussy.
Puss in Boots? Puss in Boots? God.
Puss in Boots. Puss is an alcoholic.
Puss in Boots, one last puss for the road. What are we doing? Who cares? It's a Puss in Boots sequel. Fine, cool. The first one.
I'm excited for it. I love Puss in Boots.
It's an okay movie, I guess. It has a big old Eggman. I bet you would like it. You big old f***ing egg. September 30th, we have Mission Impossible 7. This is pretty high up there on my anticipated list, I would say.
Same.
You know, it's been
delayed for a while.
Yeah, but they've been on a very consistent run here with like 4, 5, 6 have all been pretty incredible. They're adding.
Do we know the cast?
Well, we do have Cruise, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, the whole crew's coming back, but we're also adding, and Vanessa Kirby as well. And did I say Ving Rhames? I did. And Rebecca Ferguson.
Did I say Ving Rhames?
did I miss out Ving Rhames? But we're also getting the additions of Pom Clementif, who is Mantis from Guardians of the Galaxy, and Haley Atwell, a.k.a. Tom Cruise's former but not current love interest. That's going to be an awkward press tour, am I right?
God damn, Haley. That's going to be very awkward for you.
But not for Cruise. He thrives in uncomfortable situations. One could argue he creates all of them.
There's no way he could not love it. He creates so many.
But yeah, super excited. I'm curious to see all the stunts. I'm curious to see more spy stuff. It's the second to last one's kind of apparently going to be like a part 1, part 2 situation with number 8. Okay. Big hype for this one. 9 Morbiuses. That is a big.
I'm gonna give it 9.1 Morbiuses.
Yeah, that is.
I go above and beyond.
Fair enough, and big action scenes. Can't wait to see what stunts they've talked Cruise, or rather what Cruise has talked them into letting him do. October 7th, we're getting Spider-Verse 2, Into the Spider-Verse 2. Full title.
Spider-Verse 2, Into the Spider-Verse 2.
Super excited for this. You know, we got the cast returning, including your boy Nick from New Girl, as you do.
Is Nick from New Girl returning?
Damn right he is. And I mean, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, one of the best superhero movies from the past few years. Excellent animation, super funny, creative. This one has Phil Lord and Chris Miller back as scriptwriters, along with, other people. But yeah, very, very excited.
Along with a few other nerds, I guess.
Should be fun. And yeah, there's a lot to explore in this world. It doesn't really feel like one of those where all right, why are you doing a sequel? Like, you could have just
left it as it is. There's definitely a lot to still do.
Yeah, and I trust them to kind of handle it in a funny and creative way. And yeah, super excited for Into the Spider-Verse 2. That's also top of this. Yeah, there are some bangers coming out next year, I have to say. That's a 9.2 on the Morbiusness.
I won't lie, I'll give it a 9.1 because I'm not as invested and nerdy as you.
That's very fair. Then October 14th, we have Halloween Ends. I know you've seen at least the first Halloween of the new films, the reboot.
I don't even know if it's the first one. I've seen one of them.
Yeah. So I thought maybe you'd be interested, but I don't really care.
No, I won't lie. I don't give a shit. Again, it's such a strange world, I think. Like, why can't they just run away from Mike Myers?
Yeah. This is Michael Myers.
This is Mike Myers.
November 4th, we've got La Flash, starring Ezra Miller, who I believe is no longer in trouble for that thing where he choked someone, maybe? Let's not bring that up again. Someone. Didn't he, choke out a fan or something? I don't know. We're not slandering. I don't know any of the details.
Is this not a weird kink he had? It went out of hand.
I think so. That he brought very much into the real world where you can't do this.
The Flash also sounds like something he could get in trouble for.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a weird-ass time travel film. It's going to have Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton's Batman in the same film. He's going to he's going to dimension travel to Michael Keaton Batman's universe. So Michael Keaton's Batman is going to be a big part of it. Bit of a weird world we live in with super movies. They're all weird. About multiverses, bringing back characters from old movies. That's like the new trend now, which is kind of a little.
How are they going to do that? Are they going to just de-age Michael Keaton?
I think it might be like Old Man Batman, and he's like, I've been getting the shit beat out of me for like 20 years. All my bones are like made of rubber now.
My knees are mush.
It's gonna have like Supergirl in it and all this weird shit. So cool.
Supergirl from the series or a new Supergirl?
No, it's new Supergirl. So I mean, I guess why not just go for it and make something weird. It's kind of weird to do it for the Flash's first film, but also we've seen the Flash's origin with Grant Gustin of Glee fame. You know, everyone knows it. We don't need more of that, so might as well just do something really weird and out there.
You always introduce it like that.
It has to be done now.
Grant Gustin
I've never
of
even
Glee
seen
fame.
Glee.
I don't know who Grant Gustin is.
He's the Flash on the TV show The Flash.
But what is he in Glee?
I don't... God.
What?
Anyway. And so I think it's going to start, and Ben Affleck's going to be like, The Flash, you need to travel back in time to stop Michael Keaton from doing something. That's not what am I saying?
What's going on here?
It's kind of exciting to see Ben Affleck's Batman again, though, even though it'll be very briefly, you know? He's back. And Ezra Miller was kind of fun as the Flash, I guess, in some aspects of that
He's
film.
a weird dude. He's better than he is in Fantastical Beasticles.
That wouldn't be very hard to do. Then on November 11th, we have Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. Ryan Coogler coming back to direct. The Coogman, as I like to call him.
Big Coog action.
So this one, they're not going to recast T'Challa after the whole Chadwick Boseman passing, which is, I think, good. That they don't do that, because, it would just feel... I get story-wise for the MCU.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be
strange.
in poor taste. It wouldn't be in poor taste, but I guess it's a sign of a show of respect.
Yeah, it's nice to leave the part with him. It does leave sort of questions about what story they're going to take. Are they going to have Lupita Nyong'o's character become Black Panther? Maybe Letitia Wright. Letitia Wright has been in all kinds of stuff. She had an injury. She also had some anti-vax thing that Don Cheadle called her out for publicly on Twitter.
I imagine Don Cheadle sits at home in his boxers and just tweets all day, creating drama between celebrities.
Well, there was some article that was Letitia Wright doesn't want to get the corona vaccine or whatever, and he did in fact reply, "Bye, Letitia." It was
that's
pretty good.
That's not bad.
Cheeto coming in with a big diss. Yeah, maybe Winston Duke will become the new Black Panther. Who knows? One can dream.
One could dream.
But yeah, I guess I'm excited to see more of that world, the Wakanda part of the MCU. And I'm curious to see what direction they take the story. Of course, it's a really big shame to lose that character and Chadwick Boseman's portrayal, because he was obviously it's very tragic in the real world, and then also in the MCU it's he was a very charismatic character and
he
an interesting
fit the character perfectly
in the universe. So I'm curious to see what direction they take it, but I'm definitely down to explore more of that world, and also maybe go a bit further, because I feel like Black Panther it didn't really explore the potential of Wakanda as much as you maybe can now in a sequel. Then can't believe we're getting this November 23rd. We are getting Creed 3.
Now,
directed by Michael B. Jordan.
I ask once more, how long can we milk this cow?
Yeah,
surely.
Well, I don't know. I'm Creed 1 and 2 are two of my favorite films of all time, so of course I'm excited for Creed 3. But it doesn't have Sylvester Stallone in it, which is sort of a big sign to me of it feels sort of when you keep dragging it a little bit, and it's people start dropping out, and people it doesn't really feel the same. And Michael B. Jordan's directing, not a good sign.
not a good omen at all. I mean, it's important to make sure a franchise as big as the Rocky one doesn't fizzle out, I think.
Yes, very good point.
And I think that by having Michael B. Jordan make his directorial debut
on Creed,
it'll absolutely fizzle.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. It's definitely top 5 of my most anticipated for next year, just because I'm such a big fan. But I am a little concerned because the last one also ended so well. Rocky going to see his son, Creed, coming to terms with all these themes throughout the films, and it's anyway, I am curious to see what story they do. Maybe they'll do something Clubber Lang's son is around. I am excited. A little concerned.
I'm excited, but I'm skeptical.
But I'm curious to see more training and more fights and more iconic moments. If they can pull it off, then it'll be amazing, because I'm such a huge fan. And you know what I would love to see? He goes and trains with your boy Big Nasty, because all Big Nasty jokes aside, he was really great in that last film, So that would be
all Big Nasty jokes aside. I love Big Nasty.
Also, Teofimo Lopez, a real life boxer, is going to be in it, probably as a cameo, because I've had real boxers in the other films. And he actually just lost this weekend.
Nasty.
So yeah. Anyway, Creed 3. I am very excited, but a little concerned. And then we got a few things in December. We'll just speed round. Avatar 2 on December 16th. Kind of interesting, I guess. They're finally making it.
I'm so excited for Avatar. Genuinely, like, it's been...
Really?
It'll be like 13 years since the last
The
one.
Return of the King.
It'll be very, very good. And they've made 2, 3, and 4 now, or something like that.
Or they're going to, or something, yeah. It's apparently going to be underwater or something. It's like a new Avatar world. I don't really know. I haven't really kept up. I think Avatar is a great movie. And I mean, like, it's just because it's taken this long that there's kind of like a weird kind of feeling around it. But I mean, for all intents and purposes, like, I do like the first one, and it should be a big blockbuster event. So I am kind of excited.
I'm really excited. Yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah. Then, also on the same day, we have Aquaman and the Last Kingdom, which they promised will be darker but weirder, so more like kind of like the movie Dog.
Very dark, very weird.
So yeah, like Momoa's coming back. It's gonna be like even more craziness and underwater fucking whales attacking giant crabs and shit. And I'm here for it, you know.
There's gonna be underwater f***ing?
I mean, Aquaman has to do what he's got to do. And more
Aquaman gotta go to work.
And it's gonna have your boy Jake Gyllenhaal's ambulance buddy back. I can't remember. Black Manta, that's his name. And yeah, I'm excited.
Jake Gyllenhaal's ambulance buddy.
Then December 21st.
Imagine being known as that in the world of cinema.
December 21st, we have the very anticipated Untitled Mario film, right in time for Christmas. Chris Pratt, Jack Black, Keegan-Michael Key, Seth Rogen. Jesus Christ, what's happening? Yeah, cool. That's
Mario Kart. Jesus Christ, what the is happening?
I'm kind of curious to see what it turns out to be. And finally, on December 25th, we have Babylon, the new Damien Chazelle film, the director of Whiplash and La La Land, and it stars.
What's Babylon going to be about?
I think it's about like the film industry or like the movie making world, and it stars Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, Olivia Wilde, and Tobey Maguire, among others. Ooh, and it is a period drama. Yeah, about I think I read somewhere it's like about Hollywood or something, maybe in like the 40s or I don't know. I'm making stuff up at this point, but yeah.
I've got no clue what I'm saying.
Very excited for that. That should be a really good one and a very good movie. Also starring Flea. Hashtag Eddie Nose.
Who's Flea?
Yeah.
Oh,
cool.
Eddie, formerly Eddie the Nose.
So those were the 2022 movies. Oh my god, good stuff.
Damn.
So. Which one would you say you're most excited for? Just really quick. Just say the first thing that comes to your head.
I'm gonna say 3. So f*** you. John Wick.
Okay.
Doctor Strange.
Okay.
Dog.
Favorite? Yeah, I was just gonna say dog 3 times. Yeah, off the top of my head, it'd probably be like Mission Impossible 7, Doctor Strange.
Also that.
Creed 3,
Dog.
I guess. There's probably yes, dog. There's probably something I'm missing, but I can't really think of it.
Function anymore.
Yeah. Well, now it's time for
the Timecodes.
Now we do have an actually juicy piece of Tom Cnews, and I guess I never thought to say this.
Are we talking about Tom Cnews' booty?
No.
Okay.
Why would that be news? Just for being so juicy? Oh, I see. Okay, I see what you've done here.
you see where the confusion.
Why would that be? Because it's juicy. Oh, wait a minute. It is juicy.
Wait a minute.
We are talking about the Mummy cruise booty, just to be very clear. Look that up. Actually, don't. Why would I encourage that? Anyway, I've never really thought to think that like talking about the Mission Impossible stunts could be seen as kind of a spoiler. So. Kind of spoilers for Mission Impossible if you don't want to know what the stunts are for Mission Impossible 8.
Okay.
But we do have another stunt here, and it's actually a pretty cool one from the Irish Sun here. Probably not a great publication, but whatever. Tom Cruise seen hanging upside down on a wing of World War II biplane for Mission Impossible 2 stunt. It's a very...
Okay.
I mean, it's exactly what you... It's kind of a funny photo. It's exactly what you think it looked like. But so it's a biplane doing flips, and Tom Cruise is just chilling on the wing there.
Let me search this up.
It looks extremely dangerous and very much like a thing Cruise would do. He's just
Tom Cruise.
Just sitting on the wing there.
Why is he just sitting?
He's just chilling.
This is clearly not a stunt. This is something he did in his spare time.
This is just how Cruise meditates on a daily basis. This is the only way Cruise can fall asleep.
It looks like he's like it looks like he's just been like plastered on and he can't move. There's no way he's able to like
he's
make this a movie.
He's definitely been tied down there against his will. This is not a stunt.
This is punishment for making too many dangerous movies.
This is punishment for his screaming rant at the crew. They just sat him in an upright position and glued him down. It's just
they drugged him and he woke up on the plane.
Something very funny about the way he's sitting, just with a plane upside down. He's just sitting there, just dog.
Dog.
Anyway, yeah, that's the Tom Cnews. Good stuff. Now it's time for the announcements and such. Take it away, us, in a couple weeks. And we're back for the announcements and such segment. I got Freddie on the line. What's up? All good stuff.
Answers for me. What's up? You're doing great. Moving on.
You're having the best day ever, and I don't want to hear about it. All right, talking about some announcements.
All right, announcements, comments, I guess.
Well, I don't think we actually have a lot of, if any, announcements. So I will just say the main announcement is, it was in fact the BHL birthday a couple of days ago.
It was.
I do
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. I'm glad you wished it to me today, as you had not mentioned it before. He did. Don't worry. He's a passable friend.
Don't worry. He's a decent friend.
I just want to say thanks for all the very kind messages. We got there was a post on the pod fan page about it, which was fun because I've all seen that meme of deploy the birthday messages, and now I finally got one.
I catalyzed that meme, you know.
Oh, in what sense?
Because he saw my story wishing you happy birthday. He was like,
"There you go.
Are we blind? Deploy the birthday wishes."
So that was very nice, and there were some very nice comments on that. Got some DMs. Got an email from Movie Guy who said, "I hope you find success in life and direct Rampage 2." To which I said that is on the bucket list.
Damn, that's a bit of a threat on your birthday, isn't it?
So just thanks to everyone who
find success and work with Dwayne and a huge monkey.
God, if I ever work with Dwayne
and a huge monkey.
Yeah, forget about Dwayne. If I ever work with a huge monkey, that would just be the best day ever. But yeah, no, thank you to everyone who reached out. It's just really, really nice, really wholesome, you know? Then I guess we can just go straight into the comments on the latest pod. Joe C. says, I would love to see an Into the Spider-Verse looking Kingpin in the MCU where he just takes up the entire screen with his largeness. I agree. That would be very good.
The entire screen with his largeness.
Daniel at the movie says, another really fun pod and enjoyable episode, but the Ghostbusters Afterlife hate worries me. Still a great episode. Keep up the great work. So Daniel at the movie is the world's most positive man. Was not a fan of the Ghost, which means we really overstepped the line.
We really crossed a boundary that even Daniel couldn't handle.
Yeah, everyone else must be livid if Daniel is saying it worries him. Everyone else
Daniel says it worries him.
Reported us. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I mean, look, in fairness,
we're entitled to our own opinion, and we think it's awful.
No, like, when we talk on the pod, we do sort of, you know, I guess exaggerate a little bit. Like, it wasn't a bad movie. It was just kind of like a fine whatever movie. But,
yeah.
But we did hate on it a little bit.
I'm sorry I was out of line.
yeah, I loved it, actually. But,
please don't unsubscribe.
God, and Josie says, I thought Ghostbusters Afterlife was amazing. It's basically for the hardcore fans of the original. So, we really missed the mark on that one. Oh, well.
I haven't seen it. Yeah. I haven't seen it, so it's all you.
Look, I thought it was okay. I thought it had its fun moments, but it wasn't all that. But hey, fair enough. At least you can trust that we give our honest opinions here and we bow to no one. Frodo style.
We bow to no man.
But I'm glad you guys enjoyed it, I guess. Fair enough. God, the biggest controversy of the pod. Cal W says Shaquille O'Neal for Kingpin. I mean, that's an interesting take, I guess.
I mean, it's definitely not the worst choice.
That would be D'Onofrio, I believe. But yeah, we're probably gonna get Kingpin this week on Hawkeye, so big excitement. Ooh. And we're probably gonna get Matt Murdock this week in No Way Home. Actually, by the way, this whole pod and these announcements were recorded before No Way Home came out, so you know there's probably all kinds of things going on with that.
Are you going to see No Way Home tomorrow?
I'm seeing it on Thursday, so big moves.
Who are you seeing it with?
I'm seeing it with my best friend, aka my mom. It's gonna be great.
Okay, I'm going alone again. I'm seeing it tomorrow.
Big hype. Well, don't spoil anything, but
I'm gonna spoil everything. I'm gonna live stream it.
Yeah. You're gonna FaceTime me as soon as Andrew Garfield appears and just force me to look at it.
Just look at him.
And
look at him.
Then Mahir Sampat says, it's so weird hearing my name in the pod, and I do believe I probably mispronounced your name, so I'm sorry about that.
It's so weird hearing his name. Go on.
I think he meant to say it's so weird Sampatting his name, but I can kind of see where he came from.
No, I definitely do not think that's what I meant. What I meant to say was that I love the Ghostbusters movie.
But hey, thank you Mahir, for listening, and I hope that's an endorsement of my pronunciation of your name. And also, ooh, sorry, that was a bit of a weird sound.
And also, ooh.
I'm just looking at the Apple Podcast charts. Again, no idea how reliable these are. These are from rephonic.com, but it appears we are number
1 in the world. It appears we've hit the golden spot.
We're number 7 in the TV and film reviews category in the Netherlands, inexplicably.
How does that work?
And then we're number 76 in just TV and film in the Netherlands. We're number 95 in TV and film reviews in Denmark. And we're number 171 in TV and film reviews in Canada. So I'll have to look into this Netherlands thing. There's probably some way to see if this is real. But if that's the case, number 7 in Netherlands in TV and film reviews. That's pretty crazy. But anyway.
That's very... Do we have a lot of Dutch fans?
I don't think so. If you're a Dutch fan, please let us know. And...
I know 3 people who are in I was going to say in Dutchland.
Oh, yeah, we have some friends in the Netherlands, so might be them. I don't think they... of the 4 people I know in the Netherlands, only one maybe would listen to the pod. Yassine.
Who's that? Yeah.
Don't mean to dox where Yassine is, but... also, let's just see if there are any more reviews. The can's empty. Seriously, the can is empty. From Your Dad is Thick 69420. Canadian listener. And...
Canadian listener.
Also,
you say that like it justifies his behavior.
he's a Canadian listener, you know.
Don't worry about it. He's Canadian.
And also another Canadian listener, Can You Milk It? Unfortunate name. He says, Tom Cruise ate my mother. Help. Tom Cruise ate my mom, and I don't know if I should be honored or sad. So I'm glad that those are the reviews we're getting. They both left 5 stars, so that's very much appreciated. And
they're both Canadian.
And I hope someone who hasn't listened sees those reviews and is like, oh, I probably should listen to this pod then.
It's that type of podcast, isn't it?
But we are currently sitting at 5 out of 5 stars from 19 ratings, so let's go. Keep rating the pod 5 stars. Love that. Thank you, guys. And I'll check out if this Netherlands thing is accurate, because it doesn't seem like it would be. Anyway, if you are listening on YouTube, we are also on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, where you can listen and leave 5-star ratings. It's greatly appreciated. We'll occasionally, when I remember once in a while, look at the reviews, so thank you for those.
Yeah, and it'll be about Tom Cruise eating someone's mother.
Yeah, very accurate to the content of the pod. We're also... Yeah, you can check out the fan pages linked down below. Thank you to Kian and Pierce. Never forget about Pierce. And there's also the TikTok run by Kian, the fan-made TikTok. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, we're on YouTube, The Poorly Planned Podcast. Please subscribe, drop a like, leave a comment about what we talked about. Hit the bell button, the notification
hit that bell button.
I'm going to start saying that because I feel like I should. So, yeah, hit that bell
button. Bell
bottoms. Yeah, hit that bell bottoms.
Bell bottoms.
It was pretty good, actually, yeah. And, yeah, back to the pod.
Bell bottoms.
God damn it. Wow. By the way,
my God, Tom Cruise fell. And landed right in the dog's mouth.
That sounded like a song. The dog's mouth. Also, I love if that was just the... I would love...
That sounds like a famous tune I once knew. The dog's mouth.
I would love if one day the Tom Cruise, it's just the article just has like, Tom Cruise fell.
And then the subtext, he's fine.
Yes, not from like a plane or anything. He just tripped on a sidewalk. He just
fell off the curb.
That's the whole article. Just he's okay. Anyway, by the way, this was recorded on November 29th, 2021. All right. So thank you very much for listening to this episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, drop a like. No, we said that in the announcements.
Nope, stupid BHL.
You can find me on YouTube, BHL Hudson, Instagram, Twitter, BHL_Hudson. You can email the pod at bhlhudsonvids@gmail.com.
You can find me on Twitter at FTK_DaltonSniper. You can find me on YouTube at FTK Space Gaming, and you can find me on Instagram at Fidalgard.
Thank you very much for listening, and we will see you next time.
Dog.